Hey everyone, welcome to Reality TV News Update, the place where we bring you the latest updates, fun moments, and behind the scenes stories you won't want to miss. Big Brother 27 has completed its first round of the final HOH. The feeds came back in the overnight hours, and we got confirmation on which of the F3 Big Brother house guests will be going on to compete in round 3 on finale night. Read on to get all the details of what the F3 talked about on the live feeds. Sign up now to try the live feeds on Paramount+. Don't forget to sign up for the Big Brother live feeds right now so you don't miss anything else this season. Enjoy, back up and read the daytime highlights report before moving on to overnight events. Big Brother 27 live feed highlights. Thursday, September 25, 2025, 1:43 a.m. BBT. Feeds return from round 1 of the final HOH. Morgan and Ashley are talking about Morgan/Vince and whether or not they are a thing. Morgan is explaining to Ashley that there is nothing there. She is just being supportive of him. Says that he has been in a relationship with Kelsey for 7 years and they talk about her all the time. Ashley says at time, it looked like there was something more than just friends between them. 1:50 a.m. BBT. Ashley tells Morgan that she is calling it now. Because Vince looks at Morgan in a certain way, she wouldn't be surprised if they got together in a few months. Morgan's reply is, I don't know. 1:55 a.m. BBT. Ashley tells Morgan that she highly doubts Vince is actually unemployed. Morgan says she knows a lot about Vince's story and she would bet money on the fact that he is unemployed. The competition is still unmentioned. 2:05 a.m. BBT. Vince just came out of the DR and he is now in the storage room snacking on chips. He seems stressed. 2:10 a.m. BBT. Ashley and Morgan are currently discussing Keanu. Ashley can't believe that Keanu was the star of the season. Declares that while she comprehends that he has an excellent story, he was so arrogant. 2:15 a.m. BBT. Morgan mentions how difficult R1 was and states that she probably wouldn't be able to do it again. Vince mentions being motion sick from all the spinning. It seems as though Morgan won R1 of the final HOH. 2:20 a.m. BBT. Vince expresses his dissatisfaction with Morgan's performance in the game. 2:25 a.m. BBT. Vince says that R2 between him and Ashley is likely going to be a crapshoot since this first round was physical. Morgan says he doesn't know that, but he says it feels very out of his control. Says it must be a nice feeling for her to not know how she keeps winning. She just does. Morgan reminds him that he has won 4 HOHs this season. 2:40 a.m. BBT. Morgan says she won those competitions because she had to. He says she didn't have to, especially in the weeks he was HOH. Morgan informs him that there is a more substantial game component to competition success than simply remaining safe. 2:45 a.m. BBT. Vince is looking upset and Morgan asks him what's wrong. He says nothing. He shouldn't be negative right now. He should be proud of him. Adds that no one like a pity party. 2:50 a.m. BBT. Vince tells Morgan that he just feels like there is no way for him to win the game now and that he is just stuck living it. Morgan disagrees with him, but Vince says he thinks she is underestimating how much the jury hates him. He says he isn't okay with third place. 2:55 a.m. BBT. Ashley has taken a shower and is now getting ready for bed. Says to herself, now I'm stuck with the lovebirds. Meanwhile, Vince is talking about he is worried about ending up in third place, leaving the house to a rude awakening. Morgan asks what he means, and he says everything, especially the public's perception. 3 a.m. BBT. Vince says he feels like he can relate it to Tyler BB20 a lot. Morgan asks how, and he says because his best friend Casey beat him at everything too. 3:05 a.m. BBT. Vince is still having a pity party and Morgan keeps reminding Vince that he will still have Kelsey after the show air. That's debatable. 3:10 a.m. BBT. Morgan mentions that she was still making her owed taxes payments prior to this. Vince tells her not to worry about that because she is about to win $750,000. 3:15 a.m. BBT. Morgan inquires of Vince as to what she anticipates doing first when they leave the house. Vince says, check your bank account. 3:20 a.m. BBT. Vince makes a comment about the live feed updaters talking about his throwing a pity party in the bathroom and the feeds cut away from him. 3:25 a.m. BBT. Morgan is still trying to make Vince feel better about him losing R1 instead of celebrating her win. Vince says if he loses tomorrow, he's going to spiral even more. 3:55 a.m. BBT. Morgan is in bed practicing her F2 speech. Vince is still in the bathroom. 4:15 a.m. BBT. Vince is getting ready for bed. Morgan appears to be sleeping already. 4:30 a.m. BBT. Lights out for Vince. Round 2 of the final HOH for BB27 should take place on Friday. Vince and Ashley will face off head-to-head, and the winner will go on to compete against Morgan on finale night. Vince is definitely starting to feel the stress and regretting some of the choices he has made throughout the season. If he doesn't win Friday's competition, something tells me that Thursday night's meltdown will be mild in comparison. Get Paramount Plus to watch BB27 live and uncensored by signing up now.